up, Sussex Squad? And what's up, y'all? We gotta talk, y'all. Meghan and Harry were in New York, and Meghan showed up and showed out. She was looking beautiful. But all I want to know is how long before Kate pays some school children to give her a Letterman jacket? I'm waiting to see. But you know what? Meghan is an unstoppable force. But mama, she might know what she's doing by making sure that Kate cannot follow the leader. Plus, we now have confirmation that Andrew was never supposed to be out of the Royal Lodge. It was just a farce to get the Sussex out, because guess what? Charles gave Andrew, in addition to the Royal Lodge, the keys to Frogmore Cottage. And get this, Andrew gave them to his daughter. Now, listen, I have another theory on this. You got to get into my royal playlist because I have another theory on that. Y'all, they are trying to make sure that Eugenia and what's her sister, Beatrice, completely sever Harry from the family. Because at this point, they want everybody to cut them off. Y'all, listen, it's Games of Thrones. But like I said, it's Games of Thrones for idiots. Because at the end of the day, Meghan's still out there shining, but don't worry. Kate has also caught up. She mumbled her way through a speech, and she gave another survey about what mental health means to you. Girl, here's the thing, and I don't understand, right? With Kate and her initiatives, do you know how easy it would be to make change? Don't get me wrong, right? I love Meghan. I love all of everything that Meghan has done. I do. What am I saying? I do. Y'all know I do. Go watch me on the tube, TisaTellss, TisaTellss. If you want to, if you want a deep dive, right? But let me just say this, okay? Yeah. When it comes to Meghan, she came and put in a effort and got a big result, right? And that result that she got was against couriers trying to sabotage her. The Prince of Wales at that time trying to sabotage her. Your brother and sister-in-law trying to sabotage you. And you had the force of the UK media hoping, praying, wishing, waiting, and actively, according to Meghan, pushing for you to fail. And with Meghan's effort, which is a tribute to her, she was able to get smart works done. She got the Greenfield cookbook, all this stuff happened. Y'all know, right? And you had the world against you. Kate has everybody in the universe rooting for her. And it's still an abysmal failure. Everybody in the universe is rooting for you. And all you can get are some surveys that never actually turn to something. You guys are so incompetent, in my opinion, that even with everybody carrying you over, dragging you over the finish line, you still can't do anything. You guys. I'm being serious. What in the world is going on? Kate and them just commissioned a survey. Let me pull this mess up about mental health. This is different than the early years, right? This is different than the early years, of course. She gave a speech about how youth mental health is important. Yes, Kate, we've accepted, and I know we've accepted in 2023 that mental health is just as important as physical health. We have accepted that. However, the surveys, how many more surveys can Kate do before people actually say, no, ma'am, you're done, hang it up, flat screen? This is what all the charity, they commissioned another survey on mental health. They say that they found, the survey that the commission found that nearly all young people feel their friends are struggling with mental health issues. Their survey, which was conducted by the Prince and Princess of Wales Royal Foundation, was taken from 3,000 young people in the UK. The poll also found that around 60% of participants think it's very important that young people to have a greater awareness and understanding of social and emotional skills. Additionally, 39% feel they don't manage their emotions well. Did you need to spend money on that? And what are you doing in this information? You realize we have actual real researchers and people that do that. Why are like, again, is this their legacy? And they do so little, the media can't even spin it in the bigger. It's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if I were them. But honestly, if I was there, the monarchy wouldn't exist because, so what am I saying, right? Apples and oranges, but let's get into what we can talk about. Meghan showed up and showed out in New York. Mama had a off the shoulder Altazera pantsuit, which by the way is sold out. And guess what? She was looking super, super cute. Old school Meghan the Markle, side part swaying. She on these cute skinny jeans and she had on a Letterman jacket and she was doing the do. If you guys don't know, she also was speaking at a summit on mental health. But unlike Kate and then the commission, they were actually there. They put their money where their mouths are. They get involved. They actually have real things to say. You don't need 18 years, 10 years, 8 years, 18 months to get an opinion on something that has affected all of us in one way or another, whether it's you, whether it's somebody you love, or whether like you just got educated from actually living in this world. All I want to know is, and I said to myself, how long until Kate copies Meghan, right? Because here's the thing, Meghan's becoming very, very good at wearing things that Kate can't wear. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Well, Meghan has style and Kate doesn't. But Kate literally tried. Kate saw Meghan in pantsuits, and that became her mood board for the next year. Pantsuit, 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 pinstripe, pinstripe, pinstripe. But Meghan switched it up. She's now wearing shorts, right? But at a length that I'm going to see Kate step out in that. She's wearing off the shoulder gowns, off the shoulder suits. She is dressing in a very fashionable but serious Hollywood glamour style. Again, in America, we call it you are a celebrity business person. You are a rich man's wife. You are a force. You have a name. It's all wrapped up together, right? Basically, she dresses business casual for an American creative office, right? Regardless of the matter is, that little off the piece number, that little Letterman jacket, how long before Kate commissions 3-year-olds to give her a Letterman jacket so she can put on and wear to her next event? I really want to know because she stepped out in a cream two-piece, right? This explains a cream two-piece. Harry was looking good. Meghan was looking even better, like she always does. Let's get real. When it comes to style and fashion, Meghan is the star of the show. Anyway, they said Harry and Meghan stepped out in New York City on Tuesday for their Archwell Foundation's first in-person event. No commissions for that. Let's see Kate, because here's the thing. And again, I know Meghan's not doing it on purpose, but it's still delicious to see, right? That at the end of the day, they can do all the commissions they want. They can do all the Zoom calls. Kate sucks at public speaking, so does William, and commanding a room. Why does that matter? It's not to say that like people that get stage fright and fumble the words are less than. That's not my point, right? Because everybody has different strengths. My issue is with Kate and William, their only job that they are paid hundreds of millions of dollars to do, there's the fund for the wells, to that. Their only job is public speaking, which I'm sure they can practice at, but also making a difference. And they don't do either. And they kicked out the only people that have a natural inclination for doing it. They're saying the summit featured parents who have experienced tragic loss connected to their child's social media use. Meghan and Harry have been working with the parents involved in the event behind the scenes. They said, Meghan said, I can't start without thanking all the parents, the mothers and fathers for being with us physically today, for also being on this journey with us for this last year. Unlike the Earth Prize, Meghan and Harry actually flew the people out, and no, they didn't need people to say. Anyway, they say, we know it's not easy for you guys to be here, so thank you very much. She shared a year ago, we met some of the families. At the time, it was impossible not to be in tears hearing their stories because it's just devastating. As parents who are kids that are really young, 2.5 and 4.5, social media isn't going away. And by design, there's an entry post that's supposed to be positive and create community, but it has devolved. Anyway, right? At the end of the panel, she said, being a mother is the most important thing to me. Please go and Google, give it a like. Meghan's speech wasn't comparable. It was very, very heartfelt. And here's the thing, right? Meghan is not Mother Teresa. She's not. She is a wealthy man's wife who is very successful and has wealthy friends. Meghan can live the life of leisure for the rest of her life. The fact that she chooses to go and not just get something on her resume or on her royal record, but truly connect with people, try to make a difference, and actually put funds where her mouth is, to me, is something amazing. Again, she doesn't have to do it, but she does it. Harry, the same thing. I do want to say that, and this can't go enough without being saying, remember a couple of days ago when I said that I think that this is all a farce about them losing Frogmore Cottage? And I said, you know what? I think they never planned to evict Andrew. I think they just wanted Harry and Meghan out, but they knew if they evicted Andrew, if they just evicted them, people would be like, what about Andrew, right? And then they made up this dumb story about how Andrew won't go and all this other stuff. You guys, yeah, it's pretty much been confirmed. Listen to this. They said Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugene are at risk of being turfed out of Frogmore Cottage as aides consider renting it out to the public for a large sum. They're not. Get this. The two daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson both use the home as a base when visiting Windsor, but neither are looking to move in there permanently. Let's also not forget that Harry and Meghan invited them to use it. I think this is the king trying to make internal discourse by saying, oh, the people you're closest to, we're going to give that to you. I'm sure it's not going to land well. You see what I'm saying? They said, according to the source, Andrew has been told that if he or his daughters fail to take up full-time residency, the home will be at risk of going on the rental market. If this does happen, the Crown Estate will likely to earn $360,000 per year. The 4-bedroom home was previously occupied by Harry and Meghan before they were issued an eviction notice at the start of the year. They said that the estate doesn't want to leave the property vacant or are keen to find a tenant. Royal residences within the security cordon have leased to people outside the family before. Close family friends will be given the option to lease the property if a full-time tenant can be found. Again, Harry and Meghan were full-time tenants. They paid for that money full-time. So what was the issue? What was the excuse? The more and more and more this goes on, the more they say a dumb excuse, do what they want, and then issue another dumb set. They're never going to release this to outside people. They want Eugene and them to take it so they can say an F you to Harry and hopefully take deep recourse. My whole thing is, and I honestly do believe this, if they do take it full time as like their spear home, because they have homes other places, what they will do is make sure and say that Harry and Meghan are not allowed to stay there. They're not allowed to talk to them. They're trying to hold out little tidbits for the last people that are close to Harry and Meghan and the royal family to cut them off. Mark my words, because I've been right about every other guest. I think I have, right? Once Eugene and Beatrice completely cut ties with Harry and Meghan, that is when they will start peeling back Archie and Lilibet's titles and then Harry and Meghan's titles. And once they are no longer associated even visually with anybody in the royal family, they can just be poof, in their mind, disappeared out of history books. I know it sounds far-fetched, but you guys, look what is actually happening. It is all happening. And again, Charles likes to do things slowly over years. Listen, I'm glad Charles is doing this. I know it hurts, but I'm glad this is happening because the royal family are on their way down. William and Kate are going to be the end. Whatever power they hold in 10, 15, 20 years, it's going to be gone. And in 10, 15, 20 years, Harry and Meghan will have built their legacy, will have built their wealth, will have built everything. Usually, you guys know I'm a big populist. I'm not in the habit of rooting for the rich person. But when Harry and Meghan's success means the end of a colonistic society that still to this day will not accept other races, religions, and creeds is equal? Baby, I say let the games begin. Listen, let me know what you feel. What do you think of Meghan's outfits? Also, I want to know in the comments. Told you they were going to do that with Charles. Charles was going to do that about Frogmore. Are you guys surprised? I'm not. It is a bold move to actually give Andrew the keys to Frogmore to try to get Beatrice and Eugenia to take it, right? But again, I'm willing to bet one of, and get this, Eugene, who's closest to Harry, they say uses the cottage the most when she visits the UK. She doesn't even live there. So they're going to give Eugene Harry's home as a vacation property. Beatrice also uses Frogmore when she visits her parents and undertakes royal duties. Beatrice doesn't have any royal duties, but neither of them has considered an expensive lease or the other expenses that come with it. You guys, listen, let's watch this post. Let's see the musical chairs. And I know it's probably hurtful to Harry. I'm sure Meghan's moved on, but baby, focus on your life. You guys, listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.